And suddenly the cook is on fire.
Apple wasn't way too hot in his day. Apple wasn't way too hot in his day. Apple wasn't way too hot in his day.
Put the chicken in the box.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. There we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see who's all here. I got Star. I got... Ooh, what the hell's going on here? Like, YouTube is really lagging behind. I'm like, whoa, it's still on my countdown. And I was like, dang. Hello, Down Home Living. Hello, Shift Kicker. Hello, Star. Thank you for coming in. Okay, cool. You can, okay, you could hear me without me being up there. That's awesome. Works for me. So I could just would never know. I could be, you know, a weirdo. YouTube is an issue. It's happening all around the globe, it seems. Yeah. I noticed that it's not showing me at all. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe it's just me too. I didn't refresh this page. I'll refresh. Just refresh, y'all. See what happens. So thank you all for coming in to Turdsday. There we go. Now you can see me. Hello, Gardener. Turdsday, Gardener. Thanks for coming in. Drinking my Diet Coke. I really thought about having a beer this morning, but I have to pick up my son, so I don't really think that is appropriate. Not appropriate. Hello, Thor from Thor Haven Farm. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Rebel. I am doing amazing. So amazing. I thought about having a beer at 9 a.m. I did. Let's say Garden State Gardener. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here for this lovely Turdsday afternoon. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to come up, they can. You know how that goes. I saw that Howie was also live. Sorry, Howie. Hello, Rosnick. Thank you for coming in. Pip, pip. And such. The only thing that's missing in my Diet Coke is possibly some rum. Oh, you didn't put the link in the link? Oh, how dare you. That's appalling. When I talk like this, I feel like I need a pipe. Pip, pip. I have one somewhere. Oh, hello, Sarah Sapien? Wannabe? A wannabe homesteader. Thank you for coming in. Yeah. Here's the link if anybody wants to come up, hang out. I have seen pictures, actually. Mr. Thor has chopped off his hair. Chopped it off completely. Mr. Thor. Oh my gosh. What's up, Lex? What's going on? Good to see y'all. By the way, if you guys haven't caught it, Black's Tropical Homestead have completely blown up on YouTube. And They're doing freaking awesome. What's going on? Thor hairs. Yeah, his hairs. That reminds me of my big fat Greek wedding, where she's like, "Oh, I just want to touch your hairs." She's like touching his hair. It's funny. I love that movie, by the way. Not too long ago, when we had a power outage, I went to my mom's. My mom was the only person on the street that had power. And I went over there and we watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Every time I watch that movie, I laugh so hard. So freaking hard. And she's like, oh, she's like touching the guy's hair. She's like, oh, your hair. Oh. And at some point it just got really weird. And she's like, okay, that's enough. Like, yeah. So I just thought it was funny. And you put some Windex on it. So I don't really have anything going on. This is just a Turdsday. So yeah. Tomorrow I'm going on vacation. I make it sound like I'm leaving on vacation like for a week, but I'm not. It's like 3 days or something like that. It's not. I consider it like a half. Maybe it's a halfcation. It's a halfcation.
I'm jealous. That sounds like so much fun.
What, to go to Lancaster, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, why not?
Wow, my face is so large. I hate this. Like, I gotta change. Hello, everybody. Like, it's woo. There we go.
Is that better?
I had to change that. Whoa. Don't want to freak everybody out. Oh, look. Oh, Osnick is here. Thank you for coming up.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
So how's the garden coming along?
Everything's coming along.
That's good. That's good. What's your favorite thing that you're waiting on?
I don't know, but okay. So my husband planted this purple cayenne pepper. I kind of want to like try that. There's also like a weird striped jalapeno. I'd be down to try that. But anyway,
do you know the name of that one?
I can't remember right now.
It's not the tiger jalapeno, right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It's a possibility that it could be a tiger jalapeno because I think those have stripes on them.
Yeah, I know it's a weird colored. Maybe it's a ghostly. It might be a ghostly jalapeno. I'm not a pepperhead, so yeah. I'm not 100% accurate, arsenic. So sorry.
You just hang out with all the pepperheads.
But yeah, so I'm excited to try some of those. And one thing I'm really hoping works out is that I get some freaking watermelon.
Oh, yes.
It's so hard to grow around here. And my mom even told me, she's like, when we had a garden, when you guys were growing up, we could never get watermelon to grow. So I'm hoping I get watermelon. And this is a different type of watermelon. It's not like your traditional, it's like called Black Star or something like that. So it's not your traditional watermelon. So I'm hoping that it works.
Is it called Moon and Stars watermelon?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I grew that. I think it was last year. I only was able to grab one melon from that, and then the Crenshaw melon, I was able to. Is destroying all my strawberry plants and eating all my strawberries that were ready for harvest.
Well, I do have to let you know, since now you have a pet deer. Since you have a pet deer, I just want to let you know that they eat hostas, they eat strawberries, they'll eat your peppers dead to the ground. So just
the thing is, the peppers that I just transplanted into the soil, they're still tiny, but something is destroying each one every day, one by one. Every day I go check in the yard, I'm like, whoop, there's another one gone. Whoop, there's another one gone. Whoop, there's another one. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna have no peppers this year, no tomatoes, no strawberries. I'm like, this year's gonna be crap.
Huh. It sounds like you have a hornworm in your midst. It might not even be an animal. If it's destroying it that quick, it sounds like you have a hornworm.
And when I look at the leaves, like say for the strawberries and the peppers, they look like they've been cut. You know, like
Yeah.
the leaves, like it look like they've been cut all the way from the root, like all the way from the bottom, from the neck of the plant,
Yeah.
while the roots and some of the stem is still there in the ground.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm like, what is this?
you definitely have a hornworm.
I can't
They
find them though.
Yeah, you won't. They don't come out really a lot, and they like to hide. But one thing
Mm.
that people will notice is their poop.
Oh, okay.
Their poop looks like little green grenades, and you can see that like around the base of your plant and stuff like that. Most people, what they will do is they will get a black light and go out at night and check their plants because the hornworm glows under the black light.
Ah,
So you
well,
can hear them that way.
if I see any green grenades, I'm gonna blow up on them. Put it that
Okay.
way.
It could be a cutworm too. They like to hide in the soil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, that's a possibility. But the thing is, do they chop the plants off like I was explaining? Like it's just like a perfect cut. Like if somebody came with a weed whacker and just weed
That
whacked it.
Yeah.
that sounds like a cutworm, and that's down in the soil. You won't see that. It stays in the soil, comes out at night, and just chops your plant like right at the stem. Boom, like a
Darn it. That's exactly what's happening then. That's what I got. Now how can I find this guy?
You're gonna have to treat your soil around the base of the plant. When you transplant them out, if you put a ring of paper around them, when they come up out of the soil, they can't crawl over to the next plant.
Okay.
But I
Interesting.
haven't really dealt with them personally. I just read about them.
Oh, okay.
I had a worm last year getting my tomato plants. This is freaking hilarious. It had to have came on the store-bought tomatoes plants that we bought. Because my mom insisted she wanted these specific type of tomatoes, and we're like, okay, we'll plant them for you. Because we already had like 70 some tomato plants in the ground. So Mother's Day comes around, she sees these tomato plants at a greenhouse. She's like, I really want these. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll plant them for you. We planted them, and within like a couple days, there was nothing left of them.
Wow.
And we're like, what in the hell is going on? Like, and it was just those plants. It wasn't anything else. And the only thing I can think of is that we brought it from the greenhouse. They had some kind of worm or something like that, and because there was nothing wrong with the rest of our plants. So even though there was like a stem and a leaf left on the tomato plant, we left it in the ground. We sprayed them with neem oil and sprayed them and stuff, got them back up to health, and then they produced. But it took them forever to produce because they were so damaged.
Wow.
And but yeah, so you really have to watch, especially when you get from a greenhouse too, because you never know what you could bring into your garden. That's why it's kind of super important to start your own stuff, because you don't know what you're bringing in from other places. It can spread like wildfire, you know. Hey, Shawnee Jab. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming in. And hi,
I'm,
Zombie.
I'm wondering how's everybody's carrot challenge is going.
I still
The
haven't
carrot
planted
challenge?
mine.
Yeah, I think somebody's doing a carrot challenge. The longest carrot
Yeah.
and the thickest. Yeah.
So far, so good for us. We still, dude. Okay, our regular carrots in the ground doing fantabulous. The other carrots that we had started, those long, I can't even pronounce their name. It's a Japanese carrot. We started those, and the seeds were kind of crap. Like they never took off.
Oh wow.
We had a really hard time with them. So we only have 2 of the really extremely large carrots left. And one of them is in a pipe. We are getting that ready, and hopefully that will get growing super fast here because we got, I think, a month and a half or something left. Yeah, but you guys need to check out Sheepy's allotment because he is awesome. And he's been our friend now for years, and he is growing. He's growing these large carrots. He's probably going to win. I'm not sure, but his carrots are freaking huge, and it's a lot of fun. The competition's a lot of fun. So
that's great.
Monday was actually the first day I could plant here, so I haven't planted my carrots yet.
That's exactly the name of the carrot. I cannot pronounce it. Manpukuji. Don't ask me.
I'm here at work. Yeah, that's why you hear like the machine, and I'm talking, but not that much.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I would put the, let me see, so you guys can see. I think there you go.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, what I did. Oh, I don't have my clipboard, but I did something where you guys can see exactly everything that I'm doing and putting away, and you guys get to see a nice view.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll go get the clipboard and I'll show you really quick.
Interesting. Hey, T-Han, thanks for coming in, dude. Thank you for being a member and sticking it out with us here at Wyatt Family Farm. Appreciate it.
Well, you got some great content. Why wouldn't they?
Aw, thank you, Arsenic.
I'm still here and everybody's at break and I'm still working like a dog. Sheesh.
What is that machine?
It's called a turret.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like about $400,000 machine that I get to play with.
Nice.
Yeah, I get to kick everybody out of my machine if I see them in there. Get out. I tell them, you're going to use it, you're going to give it back to me the way you got it. Nice and clean.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising how disgusting some people are. Like my husband is a truck driver. He usually has the same truck every night, but sometimes he'll get somebody that is in there that had to drive it during the day or something. And like he'll get it and like the seatbelt is all greasy and the steering wheel is all nasty and like there's trash in it. And I was like, how do people like, you're in that truck for like sometimes 10 hours. How do you like sit in a truck that has like grease all over the seatbelt? Like nasty.
All right, let me see if I can do this without it falling.
Thank you, Garden State Gardener. I appreciate
Garden
that.
State Gardener. Hello.
Oh, Moon over in Miami is now a member.
Yay,
Nice.
I love Moon. Moon is such a good dude. He really is.
I'm gonna take you guys for a ride all the way to the tippity top of this warehouse with the machine.
Nice.
Once I put this pallet away, you'll see.
How far up are you when you go up?
It goes about. Let me see. I'm gonna let you know right now. Oh, it's in inches, so I'm not good at math. 465 inches up in the air. So about, I say, I don't know, maybe 30 feet, maybe less.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think here. There you go. You see it? How high I am?
Yeah, you're very high.
Yeah.
That's like a forklift on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
My biggest fear with running the forklift is getting something on the top shelf and dropping it.
I think that's everybody's.
Oh,
I already dropped something from all the way up here. As soon as I started tilting over, all I said was timber. There it goes, and boom! All the cases
oh,
right and blocking all the aisles. That was about 144 cases on the floor.
wow. If I
Yeah.
was if I was super unsure, I would let my supervisor do it, but
Yeah.
the worst
That.
part is when I worked in lumber, I had
Mhm.
16 foot, 2x6s or something like that they would use for decking or something like that. And it's 16 feet. So you really have to like be careful when you're grabbing it with the forklift. You have to make sure it's balanced because if it's not balanced, like it could totally go over the edge. And there you are pulling all this lumber, and those bunks have 150
Yeah.
things of wood on them. So when you're pulling them down, like the 16 feet long or whatever ones were the scariest ones because they were so big. It was so scary. Yeah, then you
Oh,
have to,
okay.
yeah, that's quite hard to say, garden. And then you have to pick up the mess after you
Yeah.
drop.
Okay, no, that about that. I started laughing because I was still in the air. I had everybody else clean it for me.
Oh,
Yeah, because
nice.
I told them the truth. I said, look, it's not my fault. Whoever wrapped this pallet and whoever put it up in the air like this should have not ever put it up in the air like that. So it was bound to fall from whoever was going to pick it up. So you guys are picking it up, and I'm hanging out in the nice warm machine while you guys freeze down there. And that's exactly what I did. I stood right in my machine and watched them do it. I should have recorded them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do nothing that's not my fault. If people running stupid things to me, I tell them, all right, now take everything right back out. Take this pallet out because I'm not gonna put this away like this, and then run me back everything back. And I
Yeah.
won't do nothing at all. And if they disagree, I get out of my machine and I go to the office and just hang out in the office until they move it.
Yeah. That's
They
one
send
way
me
to get your
home.
shit
They,
done.
they'll send me home or they say why not, and I'll explain to them. I was like, look, it's not me. If they went by three different departments before it got to me, then there's a problem. Why do I have to get stuck with it after it passed three departments
Yeah.
before it gets to me? Well, that's a no. I was like, do you want corporate to find out what you guys are doing here? Because I would not hesitate to tell them everything that's going around here and this and that, and I start getting what I want. I'm like, there you go, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta start walking through the warehouse, so I can't really have the phone on me. And
Okay.
thank you for having me on. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
you're welcome. Thank
And
you for coming up.
I'll still hang around in the background and listen.
All right. Well, thank you, Arsenic, for coming up.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Adventures without an eagle. I'm also a truck driver and have to disinfect the cab every morning. We share the fleet and have a different truck every day. It's crazy how gross others are. Scary to think. Yeah. And okay, so people are super disgusting. I mean, they're super disgusting just in general as far as their manners and demeanors sometimes, but people are also disgusting as far as like their everyday life, right? Which also reminds me as to how things like COVID spread so fast because people are disgusting. Before COVID, they weren't washing their hands. Guarantee you. And that is how shit gets spread because people do not wash their hands. They go to the bathroom, they grab your doorknob, they grab the doorknob to your pen and they grab your pen and they sign things with your pen. And then they go to the credit card machine and touch it all up and touch screens And then, the self-checkouts where they're touching the screens and they just wiped their ass. Gotta love it. People are disgusting. Or they may act like they do at a restaurant. It's not mine. Why should I clean it up? Yeah. Oh, that really irritates me. I have manners. So when I go out somewhere, and if I go to a restaurant, I make sure I clean up my mess. And I'm really embarrassed if I go somewhere and Fred makes a mess. Like, I don't, I'd feel horrible if somebody had to pick that up. Like if we go to a Mexican restaurant and he eats a ton of rice and he has rice everywhere, I pick that up. Where most people are disgusting and they think they're privileged and they just leave that crap everywhere. I'm like, no, my son made this mess. I'm cleaning it up.
I was in the grocery store 2 days ago, and this poor lady, first of all, she gets up to the self-checkout. Her husband's she had like about a 2-year-old boy and about a 7-year-old daughter. And she gets with her cart and the little boy up to the checkout, and the boy takes off out the front doors. So she leaves everything, grabs him, gets him back just before he gets out the first of the double doors. Gets him back. About that time, the husband strolls up with the other daughter. So he takes the boy. He's going to help her. He takes the boy. And so she's there with a 7-year-old girl. So she's scanning her items, and the 7-year-old girl is taking them and putting them in the cart. And from the over top of the cart, the little girl, she hands her the eggs, and the little girl takes the eggs and just drops them. And she didn't see it. She has her back to this whole thing. And I'm like, ma'am, she just broke every one of your eggs. I said, you better get that in a bag, and we'll get somebody over here. And she was so embarrassed. I'm like, don't be embarrassed. It has happened to every single parent on this planet that has checked out a dozen eggs. Don't be embarrassed. But let's get it cleaned up before, it's a mess. And she just felt so bad. I'm like, and then they were next to us, and I had gotten in the car, and Becca was talking to her as they were loading groceries next to us as we were loading ours. And she's like, my mom has adopted kids. And I said, she goes, do not feel bad. It has happened to all of us. So, kids make messes. You just have to catch it and be there for each other.
Right. Yeah.
But it was, yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Speaking of eggs, and I wanted to tell this story yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to in my life. So I get a porch chicken.
Yes.
Who comes to my porch every morning and lays eggs. Well, my dog was harassing her the other day.
Oh,
and
Ellie.
Yeah, she wouldn't stop sniffing her. And the chicken was just sitting there with that smug look on its face, like pissed. Like, get away from me. I'm laying an egg, So anyway, she stopped laying eggs there because it's not safe, right? Yeah. Morning, Kelly. Thank you for coming in. Pip, pip, and such. So yeah, she stopped laying eggs there. Okay. And I'm like, well, damn, I enjoyed having a porch chicken. I mean, I don't enjoy the chicken shit everywhere, but it's kind of cute when she comes up and she sits there and she gets all excited.
Slide open the window and reach down and get your egg for the day.
Yeah. She's so cute. Well, now she found a spot in my lemon balm.
Ooh.
In the garden. So my husband's watering the garden and he looks down and sees these white things. He's like, what's this? He picks up 3 eggs from my lemon bulb. I'm telling you, leghorns are mischievous. Big time. They just do whatever they want. Yeah. This leghorn will just jump right out of the fenced-in area, come on into the garden, do whatever it wants, apparently lay eggs. Yeah.
They're not the brightest chicken in the coop.
No, because she's going to get eaten one of these days.
Oh, yeah, because they're not staying in their thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless she's so quick. She's really fast. She's small and fast.
Well,
and
there's not enough meat on them. You can't eat a leghorn anyway. Even a predator's got to figure that out. Like, yeah, that's all skin and bones.
yeah,
They're
you would
only
think.
good for egg production.
But yeah, she's quite she likes to explore. And I'll see her every morning in the backyard. She just jumps out before everybody else, before we even let the chickens out. She's the first one out and she explores. She must be eating all day long because she's the first one out and she has a hunger like you wouldn't believe.
Well, they have a really good egg production. They got to keep it up somehow. She's,
Yeah.
always eating for two.
Yeah. For those that don't know, leghorns lay like an egg a day, and they can lay up to 300 eggs a year. So they're a really good production. So if you have 6 leghorns, that's 300 eggs a piece times 6. That's like a lot of eggs a year. And that's why we got them. We originally started with 6, and because you can't contain these wild animals, we now have 3. So, but yeah, they're pretty wild and they're funny because they walk around and they have this floppy comb, and the comb, and then when they walk around and they look at you, the comb just kind of waddles. It's so funny.
Well, that's why they're always the one they model the cartoons after. Like Foghorn Leghorn was a leghorn.
Yep. Perfect. So is this chat going, or are people just listening? Because YouTube was giving me some trouble earlier. So if you're here, just type in here and we will know that you're here. 8 people. I'm moving up in the world.
I can't see the on my screen. It's all weird because my I'd have to go like this with my glasses or read. You'd be looking up my nose when I'm trying to read the chat.
Yeah. That's why I hate going live on my phone sometimes, because you'll see angles of me that I don't necessarily like. So, yeah.
Well, Becca's headed back in. I'll probably head back to I'm going to change locations. I'll be
Okay.
back.
No problem. Oh, okay. What time are you going live tonight, T-Hand? I'll let everybody know. Let everybody know. By the way, I'll make you a mod in here as well, so you can share stuff. T-Hand. There you go. Boom. You've been around long enough. I'll make you a mod. I don't know. But I got a video coming out. I don't know if I think I'll do it Friday because I won't be here. So instead of me going live, I'll just do a video instead. So I got a garden tour video coming up on Friday. By the way, I want to thank you guys tremendously. Because hold on one second. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Somebody just left a comment on one of my videos, but I want to thank you tremendously for my Wind Down Wednesday, yesterday's live. When I left the live, I think I had like 60 or 70 views. And then when I woke up this morning and took a look at it, I had 101. So that many people were watching. So thank you so much. I also have another video out. It is my burlap video, me covering the lettuce, and it has 751 views right now, which is tremendous for me. Now, I talk about my views and stuff openly with people, only because I'm shocked in myself, because I never thought in a million years that I would ever get that much. I do have a couple of videos out there, but they've been around for like 4 years. One of them has like 7,000 views, but it's been around for like 3 years. So that is like one of my top videos. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. That's right.
But you
But
have great content, so people are going to watch it.
well, thank you.
You do. I mean, your garden videos are great.
I'm just super hard on myself, and like I also struggle to find content. I'm creative to a certain extent, but I'm not that creative. So I do struggle to find content. And so yeah. So when I come up with something or whatever, I really have thought about it for a while. Like I try to make it super original or something that maybe somebody else hasn't done. So I try to be super original. Everybody knows that YouTube is a business. Like this is a business. I make friends and I talk to people, but this is a business. And so just like with everything else, if you don't like the product, you don't have to watch, right? I have several videos out there that have extremely provocative titles and maybe a thumbnail or two. Doesn't mean the video's like that. So y'all have to remind yourselves that it's YouTube and thumbnails are what's it. If you can't make a good thumbnail, no one's going to watch your shit. So just remember that. That is what everybody sees. And that's whatever, so come up with a good thumbnail. Come up with a great title. And so some of mine have been very sexually provocative, but it has nothing to do with what I'm doing. It's just the title. It's just the thumbnail. It's not anything, in my video.
You weren't naked when you were naked gardening?
No, in fact, I never even showed my face.
Oh,
not even once. But
I'm so disappointed.
Because of all the perverts out there, it has 409 views. So you got to play the game.
Yeah.
If you're not playing the game, then you're not serious. So play the game. Get as many views as you can. You're not, what do I say? Like back in the day when I used to listen to rock and roll music and not rock and roll. I still am a heavy metal person. Okay. So when I used to listen to heavy metal and a specific band was on the radio all the time. And as a metalhead, that is not good. That means you're a sellout. Okay. When you get older, you realize, okay, well, that sellout is making a shit ton of money. So that's what they have to do to make money. So utilize your thumbnails. Utilize that. Make the money. That's why we're here, right? That's why
it's your first impression. Like you get one chance to draw people in. If you don't use that first impression to draw people in, then they're going to go somewhere else. And you can't be mad that they went somewhere else if you aren't using your first impression to your advantage.
Right. There are 2 billion people on YouTube. 2 billion. Okay. And that is not just content creators. Mm-hmm. That is just people that watch. So you could be a part of that 2 billion, or you could be, those 4 people that are always in your chat. However you want to play the game. If you want to make friends, go to Instagram. I don't know what to tell you. Dang it, ruined my garden dream of nakedness. Oh, Lord. Great content and great personality. I'm finding the summer lull is hitting everyone with the nice weather. People are outside more. That is true. However, at night, what are these people doing? Between the hours of 8 and 10 o'clock, what are they doing? They're sitting their asses on the couch and they're watching YouTube. And if they're anything like me, they're tired of watching television. They're looking for good content. They're looking for that video.
Yeah. I don't watch any TV and I suffer from insomnia. So I may not be there from 8 to 9 because I fell asleep on the couch, but I watch most of my content between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Hello,
I think I see a great
Man.
thumbnail idea, T-Han, for next year.
Now you could get real creative with that. With the thumbnail, you know, put in a long carrot, find a carrot and your tiller in the background, and then in the thumbnail put whoops. It gets people thinking, like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
That could be a thumbnail.
Or to think it happened on Naked Gardening Day. You know, and black out what is really a carrot and make it look like something else.
There you go. Or it could be a Peter pepper. Those always look like something else. By the way, it was Susie Jacobson posted on Facebook, the Peter pepper. And she was being funny, right? She had no idea the Peter pepper actually existed. And I was like, oh, we grew those last year because Garden State Gardener had a Peter pepper contest. And we grew those last year. And she's like, that's a real pepper? I'm like, well, yes, ma'am.
It looks photoshopped. It does not look like it could possibly be a real plant. It looks photoshopped. I'm sorry.
It does, but it's not.
I know. The first time I saw one of those, I'm like, oh, come on, people. You photoshopped that in there. This is the worst lighting ever. I'm sorry. But, you know, I'm like, oh, this has got to be photoshopped. This is not a real plant. And then, yeah, it was. I'm like,
yeah, I couldn't believe it either. And they're really hot peppers, too. They're not, yeah. Although, I don't think I would, you know what would be really funny? If you grew the Peter pepper, or if it was like a bar or something, and their main focus was like cool drinks or something. Like, you know how you can get a Bloody Mary with a grilled cheese or something on it? It'd be really cool if you got a Bloody Mary and it came with like a Peter pepper on the top. Jokingly.
It's one of those singles drinks you can send over to all the girls.
Like, that would be kind of funny, though.
The bachelorette party.
Hey, what's up, Sid? Sid the kid? What's going on? Oh, you're a content creator. Crafting is my therapy. I appreciate those who watch what I love to do. That's cool, Kelly. That's really cool. I'm going to subscribe to you because I don't think I've ever seen your channel. I'm going to go to it right now and subscribe. I love crafts and stuff.
I will as soon as I get off of here. Oh, okay.
I just rang your bell, too.
Speaking of crafts, and I bet you can't see them, this is what I made. This is my next video. This is what I did yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Guess what they are?
Lids?
Yep. It had to tie into the canning theme somehow. And of course, I wouldn't use the good superb lids. Only
the other ones.
Only the crappy ones.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Marshmallow Man. You can come up, dude. I
gotta do something with my lights. While he comes up, I'm gonna do something with my lights.
Okay. You just look very sun-kissed. Why would Tammy have canning lids at her house? Yeah, I know. You don't think the Rebel canner actually cans, do you? It's all fake content. I mean, she doesn't can. Oh, Lord. Good Lord. I try really hard to do real content. And if I am going to do something wild, like start something in a cup or something like that, I try to strike people's interest by making it a little scientific, by making it an experiment, or something like that. That's what gardening is, right? It's all experimenting. You don't know if those seeds are really going to. I mean, how does Baker Creek really know that their success rate on those seeds are 98%? They don't know. So it's all an experiment. You're throwing seeds in the ground and they pop up, right?
Hopefully, unless for
Hopefully.
me.
Cool beans. I've been saving rusty rings and old flats to make old pin cushion craft. Cool.
This one's better. It almost looks like a cucumber.
Excuse me. Hello, Marshmallow Man.
How do you
Hey,
draw a basil? Somebody
Dawn.
help. This artist is not good.
I'm sorry, but that
See
looks
that
like a pot leaf. Tammy, that looks like a pot
up there,
leaf.
eh?
Ooh, that's a good pepper.
That was my last one I did. It was better. In hopes that I do actually grow a carrot for the contest.
I love that.
Oh, here's my favorite one though. Bless my bloomers.
That's great. Marshmallow Man, you're
Yeah,
going
so
in
I'm
now.
out watering the garden.
Oh, cool. Yes, gardening is an act of faith. You have to have faith in what you're doing as well. Yeah. Tomato. Ooh, yes.
Hey,
I'm always
it's
praying
something.
for those who tried this stuff I do on my videos for themselves. I suck at a lot of things and I try a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, you try a lot of stuff. It's not guaranteed that it's going to be, if somebody else does it, it's going to be great.
Right, I got a
It's just, and it also depends on that person if they can follow directions. If they can't follow directions, that's not your fault.
My cat is over here attacking everything. Stop. She saw me reach for something. Now she's got her little paw. I'll show you. I don't know what you can see. Oops. She's got her little paw. Look at. I don't know if I can. I don't know. She's just reaching out of her kennel trying to get into stuff.
She's very mischievous.
She's in kitty jail because she
Oh.
didn't behave. So she's
Ooh.
just getting in stuff. I have another project, but I don't know if I'm going to videotape it or not. It's a 3-year project. Mystery seeds.
Nice.
It's pineapple.
Really?
They had some really good seeds, and this pineapple was really ripe. It was a manager special, $1. And I saved 5 seeds. We'll see if I can get them to sprout.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, nothing ever gets that far, though. Usually one of my animals eats it before it gets 3 years. That's a long investment. We'll see.
T-Hand, I've done a lot of experiments and that didn't work as well. So don't feel bad. And also, I do a lot of companion gardening, but I don't believe everything I read either. The companion gardening thing, like, does this stuff really work? I'm curious, right? So I will try and do it in my garden to prove a point, to see if it actually works. And yeah, so far things are really actually turning out. Like, I planted that basil next to my tomatoes and it's actually doing way better than the basil that I have by itself. So there's things that are working out, and then last year I did the Muscovy ducks in my garden to help with bug pressure. And it's really helped. Their poop in general has helped with some of my beds. Like my beds are doing great this year. So, gardening is one giant experiment. And not only that, you kind of have to be a bug enthusiast, because if you don't like bugs, then why the hell are you gardening?
I yesterday and a snake enthusiast. Yesterday, I'm in a local gardening Facebook group, and somebody's like, "Oh, what is a snake, and should I kill it?" And we're all like, dude, it's a gardener snake, and you don't want to kill it.
Mm-mm.
You want that in your garden. This is like good luck. This is like a sign that you don't have pests for the rest of the summer.
By the way, I would love a gardener snake in my garden. I'm 99% sure I have a mole, a vole, or a pack rat in there somewhere. And they're just making holes and they're being obnoxious. They haven't really eaten my plants, but my beds, all like my one specific bed, has holes all in it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, go away. I'm like, I need, and there's sometimes like you could put the vole traps in there, you can do all that. After a while, some of that stuff just doesn't work anymore.
Mhm. They
Like
get
you
smart.
need a snake.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And like my mom, we always had like these huge gardener snakes. We had an acre garden growing up. And we had these huge 3-foot long gardener snakes that were like this big around, but we didn't have mice, you
mm,
know? So I don't like mice. Mice are filthy, dirty, nasty, germ laden,
yes.
bio
I
things.
stepped on one.
Oh,
I was out there, I was like a couple years ago. We were overran by rats in the barn. And it was from the previous owners. They had chickens and they had up anywhere and everywhere. They were everywhere. And they weren't contained. Sometimes they weren't fed, so there was dead chickens.
oh, yeah. So
It was
lots of
not a
things.
good scenario, right? So when we moved in here, we cleaned up as much as we could. And when we first moved in, and then we got chickens, we got the rats. And we had fun. We would go out in the middle of the night with my husband's gun and would shoot rats with night vision. We did everything to get rid of them. And
Oh.
with that big thing in the I think Living Traditions did the video on it. It's a trash can feeder for your chickens. It's automatic. You just put
I did something like that, and it didn't work for me
It's
at
horrible.
all.
Don't do
No,
it
no.
because unless you have no rats and no mice, don't do it because what it
Possums
does,
really love those too.
yeah, what it does is it constantly feeds the situation. You're that trash can full of feed will last you 2 days because the rats will clear you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I never understood that either, Rosework. It takes a pineapple 3 years to produce. Yes, it does. They
From seed.
4 years. Yeah. It's like seriously, pineapple is like the fruit of the gods. Like it's delicious and it takes forever for it to become delicious.
I've tried many, many times. They say you can just take the tops and put them in dirt and root them. And I have tried many times to do that. I've had one succeed, and I literally threw it outside on the ground and said, if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right in my front flower bed in town. It grew. But I
Nice.
forgot to take it. I forgot to get it in before the first frost, and I killed it. So I've literally killed every pineapple I've ever tried to plant. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try these seeds. I want to see if I can actually grow it from a seed because I've never even heard of people doing it until I googled it the other day.
Rosework, I don't understand people that kill anything and everything either.
No.
I like a good healthy balance.
Mm-hmm.
I always do research before I kill anything in my garden. I am not like I love looking at bugs and I like knowing about bugs and what they do to plants and I like knowing that stuff, but I am not an expert. So the other day when I was looking around in my garden, I found those lacewing bugs on my rose bush. And I was like, oh crap, do I need to DE this? I am so glad I didn't. I went and did the research. I found out about them. I knew a little bit of them, but I didn't know that was them. And they were all over my rose bush, and they kill and eat aphids. So I'm so glad I didn't kill them. Plus, they're really rare, apparently, to see and to have in your near your gardens. So I just let it go now. But I'm glad I did a little bit of research first before I just slapped some DE on it, not thinking, you know.
Yeah.
And you
'Cause
have
you'd
to
have
be really
killed-
careful, you know.
Yeah, you'd have killed the good bugs and the bad bugs, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
This way, the good bugs will kill the bad bugs. They'll move on to somewhere else, and they'll be back when you need them again.
Even your organic sprays, you have to take very seriously, because DE, though it seems organic, it can still kill your good bugs. It will kill anything with a shell. So that, I mean, it will kill all your aphids, but it will also kill all your good bugs too. It will kill your ladybugs. It will kill all those things. And you don't want that either. So DE and those things should be used at the last possible. Like if you really cannot, if you're getting riddled and like they're just eating the crap out of your plants and you don't have a choice, those things should be necessary. Then you can use it, and you could think about it before you do it. And then you also apply those things at night when your bees and stuff are not out. You do not apply DE during the day, because if you get them on your flowers and a bee goes in there, it will kill the bee. And what DE is, it feels like to these bugs, is like glass, and it like cuts them. So just be really careful when you're using stuff like that, even if it says it's organic. You still have to be careful. Yes, if you're going to kill one, then you have to be prepared to kill them all. That's right. Just had a blue jay land like 10 feet from me. Scared the shit. Yeah. By the
They're
way,
obnoxious. I love them, but they're obnoxious.
they're beautiful, but they are nasty. Nasty little birds. And for all hunters, they hate them. And
They're
hunters hate them.
tattletales. They're so obnoxious, and they're loud, and they're like,
They give you away every time.
yes, you can't sneak up on anything when they're around. They're just tattletales. But they're beautiful. I love seeing the splash of color. Of course, they chase all the other birds away from the bird feeder too. So
Yeah.
if you have blue jays, you don't get anything else at your bird feeder because they're like bullies.
Yeah.
They just want to be the only bird at the bird feeder.
And they rob nests. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Although, I love a robin. They're so cute. And they're usually pretty fat. But they are like the dumbest bird. They are so dumb. They make their nests in the most awkward places. One of
Right in
them
the
just
way.
so happened to be on my gutter on the barn, and it was the most unstable place to put a nest.
Yeah.
If the wind would blow, it would knock the nest out. Finally, it did. Like a bird came and took them out. I'm sorry, Robin. You are a dumbass. Like, I don't think they can help it.
I had one that nested on my outdoor lights, my motion sensor light. So like every time the bird would fly in front of it, it would set the light off. And then like it wasn't that high up, and it was easy to get to for cats and other animals. And every year it'd come back, and every year it didn't really get a good hatch. They're like, just go away, find a good place.
I have cardinals and crows for the most part. By the way, I love crows. I love them. If you have crows, they chase the bigger birds away. So if you have crows, you won't see owls. You won't see hawks. because crows will just scrap. They'll fight. They don't care. And I love crows, but I also feed them. I let them take eggs. I just let them. They'll go into the coop. They'll take an egg. I'm like, that's your payment for
Keeping the predators
keeping
away.
the stuff away. And every once in a while, one will come in my garden, and I'm like, at that point, I'm like, no.
Wait, there's a line.
Yes, there's a fine
There's a
line
line.
there.
Nope.
You're crossing it, Mr. Crow.
Yep.
I've always wanted to have a crow for a pet. I think they're fabulous.
So when I was growing up, one of my childhood friends, her family had one for a pet, and it could say like 3 words.
Wow.
Like you can teach them to like talk, but they are pretty cool, and they'll like bring you presents and stuff. Like
Yeah. And they remember you.
Oh yeah.
Like they are smart.
See, the first time I went over to her house, they had me give it something to eat because otherwise it was not going to let people inside the house. Like it was like a watchdog. So I gave it a peanut, and every time I would go over, it would come and want its payment. Like if you're visiting here, you have to bring me a peanut. Like it was the law. And if you didn't, it would give you the stink eye.
No, that's funny. They're just super cool. I love crows. I just think they're so cool. I always had a fascination with them. And it always makes me wonder. We only know so much. We only know so much as far as animals are concerned. We don't know what they're feeling. We don't know if they're terrified. We don't know if they're happy. We really don't know. We can assume. We can speculate, but we aren't that animal. So we really don't know what they're feeling. I follow this woman on Facebook, and this is kind of a weird scenario. This is kind of like weird, but I follow this woman on Facebook, and she has a pet crab, a pet blue crab named Howie. And Howie's a female, by the way. I just think that's weird. But she puts little hats on him, and Howie's like really old in crab years, like 11 or something.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so Howie's days are numbered. And she feeds him like gushers, and she's like, it's so adorable. And so I'm watching, and she's talking, it's not talking, it's like the video is like, I don't know, I read it,
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know this, but like her crab actually has feelings. Like you can see that it's intelligent. It recognizes her. She has trained it to do things. Like it almost makes you wonder if animals like that really, just because we can't communicate with them doesn't mean that, they don't have feelings, that they don't have.
They're sentient beings.
Yeah. And this crab is so freaking cool. It gives her high fives. It knows not to pinch her. Like, you wouldn't think that from a crab. Like,
No.
You know what I mean? And so it kind of has opened my mind a little bit, like maybe all animals are more intelligent than what we think. So if you guys watch the Howie the crab, because it's adorable. She has like a little string leash for it. She takes it on walks. She puts it in a baby stroller. It has hats that it wears. When she's cleaning out its aquarium, it watches SpongeBob SquarePants. And it's like the cutest little crab, and it has these little eyes that come up, and it like winks and looks at you. It's adorable. I never thought a crab would be this cute, but it's cute. So you got to watch it. And the way the girl talks, it's very relaxing, I think. And she kind of reminds me of a preschool teacher. Like, it's just, she's super cute, and the whole thing is cute, and his days or her days or whatever are numbered because This crab is not going to live for very long. But the people that watch her send her things. So she got it really loves gushers. The crab really loves gushers, but she only gives it gushers like once a week. So she was feeding it. Somebody else got it a really healthy fruit snack, and it was yogurt. Welch's yogurt fruit snacks. So she's like, "Would you like a the way she talks, would you like a Welch's fruit snack? It has yogurt. This is real fruit, Howie." And she like gives, and Howie's like little feelers are going like this. Like it's so excited to get a fruit snack. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. I was just really impressed by all the stuff that this crab can do. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but that's okay. But a couple of years ago, when fireworks were going strong, you could see and hear the terror and all the wildlife on my little piece of land.
Yeah.
Yes, because they don't understand.
Mm-mm.
And dogs are the same way.
Oh,
and, yeah. Yes, rosework. The crows do. They remember kindness and meanness. And if somebody is mean to them, like, yeah, they won't come back or they will terrorize them. Yeah, I started walking the property and talking to the animals and telling them that the noise was temporary and that they were safe. Aw, you have such a kind heart.
Yeah.
I still do fireworks. So I'm one of those people. We're having a huge 4th of July party this year, and we're going to buy thousands of dollars of fireworks between me and my brother. Usually I just keep my chickens inside. Yeah. Is that your cat?
No, that was my son's phone that just dropped. He's sleeping over there on the other bed.
I thought it was your cat like going crazy,
No.
like, you locked me in here. I'm grounded.
Yeah. Oh, she, I don't know. I thought it was a girl, but I think it might be a boy now. I don't know. But it is. We got it. It was not very old when we got it. We found it outside. And so it's just a wild thing, though. You would think that it would, as young as we got it, it would be very tame and friendly and loving. And it likes to play with toys. It loves toys. But it just is like a wild thing. It doesn't want to be held. It doesn't want to snuggle like cats do. And he just like, I sit down in this chair and he just taking his thing out, and he knows it bugs me, so he'll take every single thing off the top of the cage or beside it and knock it over.
Hey, Rubberneck. Rubberneck. This is my first time seeing you in here. Thank you for being here. I could do without Lou fireworks, and so could the animals. Every year around that time of the 4th of July, someone's dog always runs away. Yeah, because they get scared.
Sid, we used to have fireworks every year at our fair, and we'd take our horses to fair. So then I'd have to go sit with my horse because even though we went every year, she could not understand what was she thought it was World War III, and she would just go absolutely nuts. Of course, my horse hated fair, and I can tell you, one year she tried to she dug all of the stall shavings up and made a pile and tried to jump over the gate. So we took in and put in a mat. And then she went all the way around and tried to put all the stall pilings and stuff in the center of her pen to try to jump out the other way. I think she tried to tunnel under, and when she couldn't tunnel under, she tried to like make a thing so she could get up and jump out. She was very smart. Her grandfather actually broke both his legs being mad because he was stalled.
Yeah.
And then they fixed the first one. He was at MSU, Michigan State University. He was standing at stud there, and they fixed the first leg because it's a veterinary hospital university. And when he broke his second leg because he was so mad at being stalled when he should have been outside. Horses belong outside. They don't belong in stalls. And
Yeah.
she hated going to fair. We only did it once a year and she absolutely hated it. And it was the longest 4 years of her life. She hated it.
Aw.
She had a run in where she could go in and out, but she did not want to be trapped in a stall all day and all night. But we'd have to go for the fireworks and sit right with her
Yeah.
and just talk to her and be there because she was like, "This is ridiculous. I don't know why you do this to me every year." You could just hear it. You could, she said it. You could hear it.
Yeah, it's a family tradition. We do fireworks from my mom's front yard. We usually invite everybody to come and watch. Um and yeah, we have fireworks. So, um usually the dogs don't really mind. Um and if that's the case, my mom puts them in the basement and that usually
They
blocks it
can't
out.
hear.
Yeah, they can't hear. So if you have a basement, that really helps. But yeah, so um but we live out in the country and so we do that now. However, when I used to live in the city, fireworks were a giant pain in the ass. We would get those people like they would be doing it the entire week and it
There's
would be nonstop. So
there's a
I can
limit
see
here.
both sides to it and it's not
Yeah.
fun.
You can only do it the day before, the day of, and the day after a holiday here. So 3 days maximum
Yeah.
in the state of Michigan. That's the law.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's illegal other times unless you have a special permit.
Oh, okay. I
I've
didn't know
actually
that.
I've actually been the safety officer for a fireworks company. There's another hat I have. Go figure.
You have many, many hats.
I've had many hats. You want to volunteer and do this for us because we really need somebody. Otherwise, we can't have a fireworks show this year at our local festival. Sure, I'll be your safety officer. Everybody stay behind the caution line. There you go. Band-aids over here.
Yeah, I lived in the city. I can totally understand both sides to the fireworks issues. Cities definitely need to have ordinance, and they also need to really buckle down on people that do it constantly, especially that entire week. I was just one of those people that I had to work typically. So people were up all night doing the fireworks. I got zero sleep, because of that. So I completely understand both sides. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Mm. I usually don't drink Diet Coke, but I couldn't resist today. I needed it. I needed it to live. People need coffee to live. I needed Diet Coke today to live.
I actually, you're not going to believe this, had water in my big gulp cup.
Really?
I know. Yeah. It's so hot. I'm so dehydrated.
You didn't pay for that, did you?
No, I refilled one I had.
Oh,
here.
I was gonna say you went to the gas station to get a big gulp and you only got water.
No,
What?
I just use my foam insulated cup because I reuse, recycle, repurpose. Oh. It's too hot to drink pop here today.
Ordinance is in fireworks that blow up. I'm for that. Yeah, the past couple years we've gotten these packages. We have this store here. They probably have it everywhere. It's called Phantom Fireworks.
No, we go to Ohio to buy our fireworks because you can't buy the good stuff in Michigan. You have to go south of the border and smuggle them back in. So go ahead.
Yeah. So they have them all over the state of Ohio. It's called Phantom Fireworks. And every year they run, you buy one, get one. It's like a package deal. So you can get like all these really pretty, like big boomers, big, packages. So we bought one, get one, but it's expensive. So usually it's us, my brother, and my mom will all go in on it together. And then it doesn't cost near as much. I 1 year, because of COVID, because my mom got a ton of money back because she missed a ton of work. Literally, it cost us $1,000 for fireworks. It was insane. But we were so tired of not going anywhere and not doing anything. We had a huge 4th of July party and set off some serious fireworks. We weren't messing around. We were just like, we need to party. It's been too long.
You had to let off some steam with a bang.
Yeah. So we had a really good time. Invited everybody. All the neighbors came, and which is super funny because most of my neighbors are my relatives. My great aunts and uncles came walking down the street, and we had a really good time. So
Yeah, you can't buy the good stuff here. You can basically buy little poppers and little things that stay, and not anything that comes off the ground more than 2 feet is not allowed for sale here in Michigan
oh wow.
without a license.
Yeah,
And
I
so
mean,
then,
if we would have bought several packages, we would have been considered a professional act here.
yeah. Well, my son-in-law did have a license. That's why I did the safety officer for his company. He just has a license so he could do a local town's festival. And by town, I mean this place with like 4 houses and a park. No stores. There's no stores left open in the place. I know the railroad depot's been deserted for years, but so we did his firework thing. So I actually got to go down to Lansing, our state capital, to the fireworks demonstration where people who have a license can buy the things that go way up in the sky and make the big booms.
Wow.
So that was fun. I get to pick out what
My
they got
husband
to
gets
do.
excited every year and he buys t-shirts for everybody. And then like he made this thing out of a 2x4 to put the things on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then to set them up, so all they had to do was take a lighter and
Yeah.
so it was like a real professional thing,
Yeah.
and all the guys get together and puff out their chests like, we made fire. They get all excited, so it's just something fun.
Smells like sulfur for 2 weeks in the yard.
Yeah, and we usually have debris everywhere.
Oh yeah. It makes such a mess.
It does. And then my great uncle comes down and mows my mom's lawn and just chops them up. It's horrible. I enjoy the fountains and the high sparkling ones that don't move. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, most of the ones we get, I'm not really into the big booms that much. The ones that we get are just like the pretty ones that are, they look professional. The ones that just go boom, that's not what I'm into.
In 1976, I went to a fireworks show, and of course it was the bicentennial year. They had one that was like the American flag when it went off. And I have never seen another one like it. That is the most impressive firework I've ever seen. It was huge. It was huge. It was a big one.
Garden State Gardener, we are going to be in Millersburg?
Berlin.
It's Berlin, Ohio.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
The summit is in Millersburg.
Yeah, the summit is in Millersburg, but we're going to be staying in Berlin. It's just down the road.
Or another place real close by that's really really nice. I don't know what they have for accommodations. Is Sugar Creek.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's the Superb Food Summit. They're going to be having Justin Rhodes again this year. Joe Solidin's going to be there, which I'm so excited because I might actually get to talk to him this year, and he might recognize me from last year. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll just have my picture on my phone. Remember me? I'll be one of those. Remember me? No, I won't do that. That's so dorky.
Well,
and you probably think I'm creepy.
I only got to hear a few minutes of his speech, like less than 5 minutes of his talk, and I have 3 clips that I posted on my thing, and they've done really well, even though they're like short before Shorts was monetized. but it was so much fun, and I want to go back. I just love listening to him talk. This year, I'm doing, I'm doing a speech, and then I'm only doing one type of canning demonstration instead of doing hours of different ones. So
Yeah.
this year, I hope to actually get to hear Justin and hear Joel Salatin. I want to meet Rebecca Rhodes.
Yeah.
I hope in all this that that she comes this year. She couldn't come last year. So I hope this year she can come.
By
And
the way,
I'm
Rose, like Joe Sullivan is such a nice person. The vibes that I got from that dude is just
yeah.
he's just like this down to earth country guy. Like he's just cool. Like
He's the only other Christian libertarian in the world. I mean, we have like who else besides me has ever described themselves as a Christian and a libertarian? It's like I want to like talk politics with him, which I think sounds really weird, but I'd love to talk politics with him for like 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. Let's talk. We could solve everything that's wrong with the world.
it's so funny. I got Justin Rhodes to be on my live for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Justin Rhodes, I'm live. Do you want to say hi to my people? And he's like, sure.
He is nice. He is so nice.
He's really nice.
He is so nice. And the poor guy, I picked on him because I had horses. We just talked about me having horses. So I am on team horse for Lily. So I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, Lily, how to get your dad to buy you your own horse. And her eyes get this big. And I'm like, okay, let me explain something. If that little girl can push a 1,000-pound animal around and tell it what to do, you will never have problems with boys. Plus, she won't be interested in them for years if you get her a horse. I said, it will save you thousands of dollars. Just buy her the horse.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's
Hey,
another
three
one.
of us.
Yeah,
Hey, there
there's
are three in the world. Good
Ever
to
have
know,
one of
Lois.
those days where whole list of stuff and you go out and weed some in the garden and watch the birds poop, half the morning flies by. I do it all the time. I'm kind of a Christ I am a Christian, and the only thing that keeps me from going full libertarian is the foreign policy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we could we could revamp the party and fix their foreign policy. I don't know if we're in line with the same foreign policy, but we could discuss this, T-Ham. We'll talk, Tracy.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Tammy's going to be here at Wide Family Farm, you guys.
I'm excited.
We'll probably do a live when she gets here, like we did last time.
Yep.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to get here.
We'll be doing some more lives. We'll be doing a lot of fun. There'll be so many things.
Yeah, we got a lot of things coming up. So yeah.
Me too. Rose. Me too. Rose.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Okay, so we have a carrot challenge. If anybody wants to join the carrot challenge, you can do so. August 2nd is the day I'm going to do it. You have to have all your videos in by then. So we're doing length and weight, and you have to do a few videos to show how you're doing it. The hashtag is WFF Giant Veg VEG 23, and then you also hashtag Wide Family Farm in the video, and we will watch your videos. And then if you do your last video on August 2nd, we will watch all those and then we'll judge. Garden State Gardener is giving away seeds for the event, and it's just a lot of fun. It's fun to get together and do stupid shit, and yep. I want to see your big ass carrots, so bring them in. Let's see them.
So I really need to plant them. I told you somebody has to lose this contest. So it's okay. I am okay with not being first at this. I've said it from the beginning. I am not going to do well. My ground doesn't do well here. I'm going to plant it in a pot. I haven't even got the potting soil yet. I know everybody's like, oh, you're so behind. But where I'm from, Monday, like 2 days ago, was the first day I could plant anything. So
Yeah.
I'm not really as far behind. I'm just behind all of you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I just want to see. I want to see your carrot,
Mhm.
and that is what that is. That's not a sexual innuendo.
No.
I just want to see your carrot. I don't want to see anything
Yeah.
else. So
At Adventures with Outdoor Eagle, it is that Justin Rhodes. Yes.
yes, yeah, he is
Yeah.
going to be there this year at the food summit. I'm
Yeah.
really excited because there's just going to be a lot of influencers there, and I love layman's, which has been a part of my part of me since I was a kid. I've known layman's all my life. It's so funny that these homesteaders are all about layman's. I'm like, layman's has been in my backyard like all my life. Like it's just weird, but
Oh.
I'm excited. I am excited to
Hey,
promote that. That I love layman's and I love Superb and I love their canning lids
I
and
got sent.
so
I got sent their catalog by mistake and to address to or current resident in 1988, and I've loved them ever since. It was the best or current resident mail I've ever got.
that's cool. I guess wild carrots won't count. Well, if you can, no, it has to be a carrot you grow. I thought about that for a second. It's crazy how some of the circles I am in on YouTube land mixed together. New sub to a channel and join their live and see 10 people I also talk to on the other channels. Yes, yes. Um, that's why it's really hard when somebody throws a wrench into the community because we all go to the same people. We all support the same thing. Why? Because we're gardeners. Or
Yeah,
why?
and
Because we
if
can.
people have been my friends for 5, 6, 7 years, I'm not gonna let something that's been in my life for less than 2 stop me from being friends with people.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. It's the circle is way bigger than that. We're all interconnected in some way, and
Mhm.
we all have to just get along and be adult and play nice with each other. You know, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah,
That was perfect. Yeah, I totally agree, and that's why it's hard when somebody, like I said, throws a wrench into the community purposely. So it just creates a bunch of bullshit, and so at that point, it makes it hard. I do watch a lot of people. A lot of times, I don't make comments because my phone's a pain in the ass to make a comment. My phone's a pain in the ass sometimes, but I do watch people's contents. By the way, Star had a video out um, the other day, and I laughed really hard. He was making soap. He got all these soap berries, so it was really cool to watch that. By the way, I never knew those things existed, so I just found
I
the
had
video extremely
yeah,
fascinating.
I had heard of it, but like to actually see, like because you can order them on Etsy,
Oh, okay,
and
I
you
didn't know
get
that.
like 5 of them. You get 5 of these little nuts for like $15. It's expensive, and I never saw how all the stuff that has to go into. I mean, it's been 3 months. He's been drying these things out in the sun and picking them, and this is
Yeah.
his third video. So
Yeah, rosework, especially since this is my business. It's not, I'm not here to play games with people. I'm not here to be a troll in someone's community. Like, I'm monetized, I pay taxes on this. This is my business. So, just like any other business, if you walk in and you don't like the product, you can feel free to leave. Like, I'm not holding you to it. And I'm also not going to throw fear in your face if you leave either.
yeah,
This isn't a cult.
no,
I'm
exactly.
good.
That's a
If you want
really
to
good
leave, you
way to
can.
put it. You can come, you can go. If you have time to watch, watch. If you don't have time that week, that's okay too. You know, it's all right. It's all good. We're just friends, and hopefully,
Listening on my phone doing chores, I walked into the house and said, wait, Where's Quirky and Tammy? Oops, I left y'all in the chicken coop. Yeah, didn't you know this is the Wide Family Farm cult? And if you leave, you better look out.
And you can only watch you on YouTube. Don't watch anybody else.
Yeah, you can only watch me.
Yeah.
No cult.
Apparently you're not supposed to have more than one device because, like, I mean, you know,
You can't watch anybody else. What?
I can't watch somebody on my computer and have that playing and then be here on your live and, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, yeah, that's just creepy. No, we're not a cult.
Yeah, if you can't leave and actually get away, there's a problem.
One thing hey, Saltwaterborn, what's up? Good to see you. One thing I always pride myself is, like, I can't be anybody else. This is who I am. I drink beer, I drink wine, I swear. I am not perfect. I make silly mistakes. I can't pronounce half the shit.
Your British
Bro.
accent needs a little work too.
Huh?
Your British accent needs a little work.
Yes, and my British accent needs work, okay? So, I am not perfect, and I never ever claim to be. So, there's that.
And yeah. And if you want to be me, I'm really sorry, but you should really just look at Christ and be Christ. Don't try to be me because I'm also not perfect, only he was. So, I'm sorry, but if you want to be me, there's something you need to have go get checked. Because there's something seriously wrong with you if you're trying to be me.
Garden State Gardener had to take it there. He said, and you poop. Yep, I poop just like everybody else. Well, maybe not, because I have IBS. So I might not poop like everybody else.
They don't want to be you because they don't want to put up with me.
That's right. If you want to be me, you have to put up with Becca.
Oh no, I don't want to put up with Becca.
Exactly.
What's funny though, because like I have the issue on Facebook. I have like 7 copycats, and there's one woman who's actually tried to convince everybody that she's me. Like, seriously, go get some mental help. What is wrong with you? If you want to try to be me, go be yourself. You guys are all awesome and you're wonderful. And just the way you are. Like, I like all of your channels because you're you.
You made boom.
Just be yourselves. Enjoy yourself.
And I am 100% myself. I like to laugh and have fun and talk. This is my escape. I don't go anywhere, you guys. Like, I have a son and I have a family. So it's not like I can just go places and whatever. This is my outlet. This is me. This is me having fun. If you don't want to have fun, I don't know what to tell you. I started looking into designing a logo for my channel as my comment with Rebels one post I make my own decisions and come and go from channels and stuff based on how people act. I am my own person. Cool. Well, if you make your own logo, go to Snappa. I did a members only video on Snappa. It is free for like your first 5 downloads. I think you can only do like 5 downloads a month, but if you switch email addresses, you could do 10 if you really wanted to. But yeah, go in, sign into Snappa, and create your logo. They have all different things you can choose from, and you can basically be your own graphic designer on there. So try that out and see if it works. Make your own logo on there. You can add your own pictures. You can do lots of things, and they have lots of different designs. I really like to go with textures. My new logo I put up for this month on my main page. That was done through Snappa. I put my turkey's picture up there. Just get creative. And Snappa is really awesome at that. A lot of people use Canva, but I just found that Snappa was really easy. And I think it's because I
Canva.
have a Mac, and that's why. I think Canva is probably harder on a Mac than it is than Snappa is. And Snappa was just like literally I just type in everything, load up my password and email address, and I'm right in it. So that's something to think about. We weren't created to be anyone other than who we are. The world needs each of us to be who God made us to be. Amen.
Exactly,
That is
Rose.
the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
You know.
LOL, the logo comment and the other comment were supposed to be separate. Sometimes my smartphone isn't smart. Yes. No, it is not the operator. It is definitely the smartphone. Because there's been several times I go to type something in and my iPhone predicted what I was going to say, and it is all wrong. Like, so it's your phone. It is not you.
Well, I'll type it in and I'll look at it before I hit send, and I'll proofread it and I'll have it the way I want to say it. I hit send, and it's in somewhere between send and receive, it changes it. And I'm like, that is not the word I said.
Yes.
And I'll even double check it, and it still does it sometimes. So it's like my smartphone deliberately wants me to sound stupid.
Yeah. Hello, people that keep coming in and coming out. Thanks for being here. What else? I have moral. Okay, I already read that. Boom. We made a boom. Most of these people that are watching me right now, like Garden State Gardener, Tammy, Huga, they have been in my life for years now. Mm-hmm. I've known these people for years. They know who I really am. They watch me.
Some of us you've even met in real life.
Yeah, I've met people in real life.
By the way, Courtney is exactly the same in real life as she is on here. Like, there is nothing different. So what you see is what you get. Pretty much. Either on the phone, on the computer, or in real life.
I spend more time correcting predictive text. Yes. And at some point I thought about turning the predictive text part off, but I'm a horrible speller. So if I did that, then you would know who I really am. So I turned it off because I am a horrible speller. So it's a catch-22. Hello, everybody that just came in. Again.
The revolving door today. What are those ones that just keep turning?
Oh Lordy. Yeah. The accent thing that I do, the singing of the side chat, that's all me. Mm-hmm. That's my dorkiness coming through. I'm really dorky. And so, yeah. And I find things like bugs really fascinating. And yeah. So.
And your new aspiration is to be a master gardener?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a freezer full of elderberries, and you need to get that elderberry syrup made.
Yes, I do. I thought about making jam as well.
It's good. Oh my goodness, is it good?
Yeah, I think my son would really like that.
Yeah. And that's a nice way to sneak food in as that has a possible how do I put that, so YouTube will like it, qualities that are beneficial to one's long-term health.
Yeah.
Did I say that politically correct enough? You can tell when I'm being artificial. Let me think about how to word this so it sounds way more better than it really is, because I can't, for YouTube's sake, say the short version.
I get my blood. Oh, good. You get your blood results back. Sweet.
Oh, good. We'll keep our Frosted
Canning ground sausage. Ooh, make sure you get all that grease, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I would not sub then join with money if I didn't think you were cool beans. Oh my gosh, those are actual beans. Those look like kidney beans. I love kidney beans, especially in chili. But you know what? Chili is not good for my stomach.
It is not chilly weather. Just in case you're wondering, it is not chilly weather here in the Great
Though
North.
I felt like making some chili the other day and making it really thick just to put on top of my hot dog.
Ooh.
I don't know any other reason but
You
to
can
do that.
can that in pints, and then you just open a pint, and that's enough for the three of you for chili dogs.
Exactly. Quinoa. I thought about it. Now, you have to really pay attention to yourself. Okay. Look within. Because for me, I get on these kicks and I think, I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to grow kidney beans. I'm going to grow pinto beans. I'm going to grow amaranth. I'm going to have my own flour, and then you grow the shit and you got 12 beans and you got a handful of amaranth. And you're thinking to yourself, in a survival situation, there's no way in hell I'm going to survive with this. I would have to have fields of this stuff. Now, if you have fields to play with and you want to grow a field of quinoa or you want to grow a field of kidney beans, you can do it. However, I'm not doing that in my raised beds. There is just no way. I don't have enough space and I'm wasting my time essentially. So I look for survival foods, the ones that I'm going to use. Things like peas, carrots, tomatoes,
potatoes,
your basic stuff, because peppers, the basic stuff that I can either freeze or put in or pickle, make pickles. Because if not, you're wasting your time and money, because kidney beans can be a lot of money, depending. Now, if you have the time, the space, the energy to do that, then go do it. And but I grew them kidney beans one year and I literally got like a handful of kidney beans.
It takes a lot of space. A lot of space to grow enough beans.
Yeah.
Like, we don't give our ancestors the credit they deserve.
No, not only that, I think about the 20-pound bag that I bought at Walmart. By the way, I buy that stuff. Like I bought a 20-pound bag of rice, a 20-pound bag of kidney beans, and I canned them and I saved the rice and all of that. If I really thought about it, that 20-pound bag of kidney beans literally probably took a half a field to fill.
Yeah. See, and you have to remember, like, my grandparents had 80 acres and they were feeding 15 kids. I mean, through the Great Depression. I mean, I don't have 80 acres.
Yeah.
You got to be able to barter. You got to be able to trade. You got to,
Now, I totally get it. You want to grow quinoa because, one, you want to know what's in your food. You want to know what's on it, and stuff like that. And I totally 100% get that. I know what I have in my garden. I know what I put. I don't put anything on my vegetables unless it's garlic spray or it's like a desperate attempt to get rid of bugs. Then it's like neem oil or something. But for the most part, I don't put anything on my vegetables unless it's fish fertilizer. And so I get it. You want to know what's in your food, but at the same time, you got to also be practical. Grains and stuff like that, you'd have to have fields to get the flour and stuff that you need.
Yeah.
So think about that. And then also think about survival foods. Think about the foods that you eat every day, the lettuces, the tomatoes. What products can you make out of tomatoes? What products can you make out of carrots? What products can you make out of cucumbers? How long, honestly, I planted so many cucumbers this year and they're hybrids because I want a big yield. So I planted a bunch of them. I'm hoping I'm going to pickle the shit out of those cucumbers this year. because I haven't had really good cucumbers or pickles in the past couple of years because we ate all the we ate all the ones that were in the refrigerator. I made awesome refrigerator pickles and they lasted like a year and now we don't have them. And then the last couple of years I've had really crappy cucumber crops. And so this year I'm going all out. I want to make sure that I get what I want. Yeah, the 80 acre. Oh, hold on one second. Then with a lot of grains, just separate like wheat from chaff is hard by hand. Yeah. There's so much into that process and we don't think about it. All we're thinking about is I want to make my own bread from scratch. And that's all you really think about. You don't think about the process. And so yeah, just be smart about it. Don't stress yourself out. Not only do we not have 80 acres, we don't have all of those hands to help with the work. People aren't popping out 5 or 6 kids anymore. 12 kids.
Yeah.
My
And
great
even if
grandma
you did,
had
they'd all be
5
on their
kids.
video game. They'd all be on their video games and not wanting to go out and help, bring in the harvest of wheat.
Yes. So, people aren't having 5 or 6 kids anymore. One, it's so expensive, it's ridiculous. And two, it can be dangerous as well. I mean, and I think about that. It makes you really wonder, okay? Because I think about it all the time. I'm thinking, oh my God, if I lived in the 1800s, I wouldn't live. I wouldn't live past 21 because all the elements I've had, all the sicknesses I've had. This last flu probably would have killed me if I lived in the 1800s. So I keep thinking about that. And people had like 5 or 6 kids back then. How many kids did they really have? Because
a lot more than that.
They probably had like 20, and the 5 kids that they have is what's remaining because back then they didn't have proper medical care and stuff like that. So God knows how many they actually lost.
And Rose, she's talking about. I keep trying to figure out how to grow enough things like amaranth to have a stock of food for chickens when I get them. The thing is, plant mulberry trees around your chicken yard. Mulberries are really high in protein. Chickens need high protein. So mulberries, don't just think about like a vegetable crop. You can also do things like the mulberries. I also have a pear tree by my chicken yard. The bugs that all those wasp and things that the downed rotting fruit draw in, those bugs are really good for your chickens. They just love it. And there's a lot less wasp in the world after that.
I would reassemble Caesar in my past life.
Resemble.
Oh my Lord. You would resemble Caesar. Really? Interesting. The thing. That's interesting.
I'm suddenly thinking of Joe and toga parties.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Give me this mental picture of Joe
with the olive branches in his hair.
Yes.
Octubre. Yeah. So something to think about, Shawnee Shab. I don't want to discourage you from growing anything. If you want to grow that quinoa, you do it. But just remember, you're not going to get that huge yield that you wish you got. I always want to try something. I mean, I freaking have coffee seeds. I want to grow my own coffee. Will I get around to it? I don't know. Am I really going to grow? I mean, I had banana seeds, for God's sakes. I live in Northeast Ohio. What am I going to do with bananas? Banana seeds.
We're back to the pineapple here.
So yeah, there's things I'm dying to grow. I want to know. But don't be discouraged by it. Try it and see if it works for you. But you're just not going to get enough unless you have fields of it. Yeah. I wonder if I could take a start of the mulberry I have to put where I want to put the chickens.
Mulberries grow really easy and really fast from seed. So if you have some mulberry seeds, you could do that. You can also take cuttings. They grow really quick and fast from cuttings.
Think History of the World Part 1. What Caesar do you want to be, though? There were several Caesars. There was, what's that one guy? Started with a C, and he was a really nasty leader.
I don't know. All I can think of is Caesar Augustus.
Yeah, I can't think of all their names right now. There was one particularly
And
who was like,
Constantine. Wasn't Constantine a Caesar? Well, I mean, he was a
he was a
ruler.
he was a
Yeah.
leader and he was a Caesar. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Caligula. Caligula.
Caligula.
That's who I'm thinking of. That guy
And
was like crazy.
Marcus Aurelius, the one that had an affair with Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Caesar do you want to be? You want to have that affair with Cleopatra? Apparently she was a fox.
Yeah. And we can't decide, like, where did she come from? Well, she was Greek, so they're all trying to say she was black, but she was Greek. So I'm trying to figure out, like, but then the other thing is her sister was half Ethiopian. So maybe she was half Ethiopian, half Greek, half Ethiopian, but I don't know.
Either way, she had a really awesome tan.
Either
I'm kinda
way,
jealous.
she was pretty. Yeah. Either way, she was considered one of the most beautiful women in the world.
And I'm kind of jealous. She had a wonderful tan. Me, I just reflect the sun.
Well, I'm Scottish, so and I've had melanoma, so I can't even go out in the sun.
Oh,
Oh,
I want a greenhouse for tropical fruit. Oh, yes, me too. Oh, Caligula was a nasty piece of work. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Oh, the salad. Caesar the salad.
Oh, Caesar. I like Caesar salad.
It's
By the
Diggs.
way, Applebee's has a really awesome Caesar salad, and you can get black. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this in front of you, Tammy. I'm so sorry. You can get blackened shrimp on your Caesar salad. It is so good.
Just stab me in the heart. Stab me through the heart. I did finally get my EpiPen again.
Oh.
Well, I didn't tell you that. It was horrible. I spent 3 weeks trying to get my prescription filled after I got it. Yeah.
Did they not have it, or what's going on with that?
Well, they had it. They had to get it approved from my insurance. So I thought they meant from my insurance. No, they had to get the approval from my doctor's office. So they waited 2 weeks. I talked to 5 different pharmacy techs and got 4 different stories. And finally, I just had to go all Karen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to take my son out to eat after graduation and I don't want to die. I need an EpiPen. And I still didn't get it till after he was graduated. I didn't get to take him out on graduation night and get to eat because I can't go out to eat without one.
Yeah.
So I was really
because you're allergic to salt. You're allergic to so many things. Shrimp, seafood. If anything touches that seafood, I'm sure that is an issue as well.
Yeah. See, like if they touch shrimp, like if I go to Applebee's, I have to tell them I have a shrimp allergy. Because if the cooking utensils touch my food, I can have an anaphylactic reaction. Just because they use the same spatula to flip a bunch of shrimp as they do my steak.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, yummy.
Rosework, you're talking about Greek salads. I made the best bow tie pasta salad for lunch today.
Hey, Lori. Hey, Diggs. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Diggs is here, though. Hi, Diggs.
Oh. Italian dressing, bow tie pasta, black olives, pepperoni.
I'm kind of jealous. I really want that.
If only you were closer, I'd just send you over some.
Sounds wonderful. I'm a sucker for pasta salad. I made the suddenly salad.
Oh, I love those. I love those.
It was horrible. It
Oh
was
no.
I know. All it had was some like dry, you know how you have that dehydrated
Yeah.
peas and carrots? It was the ranch one. And I was like,
Oh.
oh man, I'm like, I wish they had real vegetables in here, like real peas.
Oh, we
And I would
throw
like
that
totally throw in some cucumbers.
we throw that packet away and we put in our own vegetables, but I buy the boxes sometimes because my son just likes a picture on them, and I know he'll eat them if I buy the one with the box.
Yeah, I wish I would have saved the box and actually waited till I got some good vegetables, like some cucumbers, maybe even threw some salami in there or pepperoni, something like that, because I was just like, this is disgusting. All it is like some dried ass peas with mayo and shelled pasta with some ranch on top of it. I was like, this is not good.
Hi, Lori's World. Yeah. Oh, the one I made today, I can't wait. It's cooling in the fridge, so it'll be ready for supper tonight.
Yeah, gluten-free pasta doesn't probably hold up as well in a pasta salad. Yeah.
No. Although they do make those little chickpea like bow tie things.
Yes, that's a problem if they put the peas in with the noodles. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't like that either. And then when you strain them out, you're losing half your peas and
Yes.
carrots because they go through the strainer. I'm going a little extra long today because I'm not going to be on Sunday night and I'm not going to be on Friday because I'm going on a vacation. It's not a big vacation. I'm going to Pennsylvania, but yeah, I'm going to Lancaster.
I have to go, Courtney.
All right.
I'm on baby duty now, so I've got to go.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. See you later. I may or may not go live tonight. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. To tell you the truth. I'm just on vacation mode. I really am. I hate being this big. This is horrible. This is like when I was 12 years old and I have a camcorder and I was like videotaping family reunions and you like get so close to people's faces. This is horrible. Who does this? Okay. That's a little better. Never know what I'm doing. Yeah, I never know what I'm doing either. I hope you can come to the meetup, Diggs. That'd be fun. That would be fun. You guys, if you want to be members of the channel, I'm always looking for members. It's only 99 cents a month and it helps us out. It helps my channel out. I'm trying to get my master gardeners, so I'm saving some extra cash to do that through my channel. So if you want to be a member, it's only 99 cents a month. That's $12 a year. It's super inexpensive. I am too. Job situation is still pending. Oh, yeah, I understand. I'm scared to go back to work if that is the case. I don't plan on working because of my son. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. But if I were to go back to work, I think I would have an anxiety attack because I haven't worked in about 4 years. So it's kind of actually 5 years. So it's kind of scary. Like I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't even know what to put on a resume. You type out your resume and you type in stay-at-home mom for 5 years. Like what kind of, I mean, I have lots of different skills. But yeah, it kind of scares me, to be honest. I get anxiety about the stupidest little shit. And one of them is I had a Boy Scouts meeting with my son last night. And I got there and I was having an anxiety attack because I was there and I had to talk to people. I was like really nervous to talk to people. I am kind of paranoid about myself. I am very outgoing person and I talk and I'm afraid that I talk too much. So I also was like, oh my God, I'm like, these people don't know me. They're going to think, what are they going to think of me? So I was just like, I kind of just kept to myself. I have an interview for 3 different positions with the same company here sometime in the next week. Sweet. Actually, if I could have an income without a job, that would be great. Yeah. Wouldn't it be awesome? I know, like in other countries and stuff, the maternity leave in some countries is like 2 years. I think the one in, like, my friend in Hungary, her maternity leave was like 2 years. That would have been nice. Will you be live when you are shooting off for the 4th of July? I might be. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might do that. That'd be cool. I might go live from my phone that night. That'd be cool. You can lean on the Master Gardener's deal for a job. Oh yeah, you probably can. I didn't even think about that. I don't know if I want to work in a greenhouse or something like that. I don't want to work outside that much. Maybe part-time or something. I worry about getting cancer because, well, look at me. I am pale as pale can be. So I worry about that. I know I talk too much. I go all chatty Cathy when I get around other people. Yes. And then I worry about that. Like, what do people think of me? Oh my God, she talks too much. Is she an attention getter? I just kind of think about stuff like that. And then I get all anxiety riven. Like, oh my God, what do these people think of me? That kind of thing. That would be great. Yeah, I really want to get my Master Gardeners. I really want to. I have to really get into it and do it. I know it requires a lot of volunteer work and stuff like that, so I have to figure that out with my son because it's hard because I don't really have anybody to watch him. My husband's mom watches him, but I can't just leave my son with her all the time. That's not right. And so, and then my mom can't really watch him. So yeah, I'm just kind of stuck. And my son, he's not one of those kids that can just like, oh, I'm going to take you to this meeting, honey. Here's a coloring book. And can you sit here while I attend this meeting? I can't do that. He wouldn't do that. So I really would have to be careful with what I get involved in because I couldn't always be 100% committed, which sucks. But yeah, I would love to do the Master Gardeners. Like, I think that is so cool. If you want to support my Master Gardener journey, I do have a tier for that. And so you can join Wide Family Farm with that tier. I raise mine without help at all. Yeah, it's tough. My mom is older. My son is wild. It's really hard to find somebody to watch him. He's wild and yeah. And so people, oh my God, he's wild. I don't think I want to watch him. Hello, Carrie Bilen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I forgot I had subscriber only mode on. So you had to be a subscriber to come in. And she did her starts in the, oh, hold on. My grandmother would always do starts in the basement and give them away to folks. We figure that if she sold those at that time for $1 each, she would have $10,000 on those alone. And she did her starts in batches. Oh, okay, cool. That's really cool, Diggs. My grandmother was a gardener, my great grandmother, big time. So I kind of got a lot of my interests and stuff like that from her. Just be you, and who cares what they think? The problem is the people who are in cliques that just go with what others say. That's cool that he is in the Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm excited for that. Oh, he got his first patch. Oh, I was so excited. Oh, okay, T-Ham. Thank you for coming in. He got his first patch yesterday and his sash, and I'm so excited for that. So I have to sew on his patch onto his sash. Yeah, that would be awesome, Diggs. I had trouble finding anyone I trusted to watch mine, and then it took all of my pay to, yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. Um, my mother-in-law watches my son on the weekend, like every Saturday, and then she takes him to church on Sunday, which he really needs church. So I think it's a really good thing. So um, that's, and I'm so grateful that she takes him on a Saturday, like, and does stuff with him. Um, and she wants to take him more during the week. Today was his last day of school. So she wants to take him now more during the week, which is fine. But I also miss him. So I'm very particular. I'm like, well, I want him. You can't have him. He's mine. Hey, Happy Gardner, thank you for coming in. But yeah, my son does not speak. So we have that issue as well. So that's another reason why people don't like to watch him. But he's getting better. So, yay. He does speak a little bit, but he's not very communicative. He doesn't communicate very well. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. 2 hours I've been on. I just wanted to ramble today, But yeah, so cool stuff. What else? I don't know. I'm just gonna have another video out tomorrow. So I'll get that situated, uploaded, and I'll have that ready for you all. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm really excited that my video has reached a ton of views. And I just got another comment. Sweet. A lot of these people that are commenting on my video, I have no idea who they are. I'm at 777 views. Amen. That is good number. Or he doesn't communicate in ways other can relate to. Yeah, Rose, that's exactly what it is. I understand him, but it's tough. So 777 views on my last video, guys. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. Yep. That's exciting. Yeah. I can't wait. I might have another video in my Back to Basics series here in the next, I might do it today, actually. I'm going to be talking about watering plants and how to properly water a plant. Oh, hi, Carrie. I'm so sorry about the subscriber only. I actually even forgot I had it on. So thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Carrie, do you actually have a channel? Let me see. Let me move this up. Why is this being a pain? Go to channel. Nope. You watch Mayor. Oh, well, Mayor. You watch Giuliani too, huh? Cool. Sweet. I'll subscribe anyway, even though you don't have an actual channel, but I'll subscribe to you. I was going to say, I understand the not having anyone to watch your kids. We are military and live across the country from grandparents. I don't think I have a channel. No, that's okay. Vitra was gifted a membership. Thank you, Garden State Gardener, for doing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough not having somebody watch your kid. I just take him everywhere, and if people don't understand his behavior, then that's not my fault. I try. Vitra. We miss Vitra. Yeah, Garden State Gardener is awesome. I don't know where most of you guys came from. If you watch Garden State Gardener, he has Sunday Fun Day. It starts at 7 o'clock on Sundays and goes till like 9. It's a lot of fun. And if you become a member, you can get put on the wheel, and then you can get prizes, all different kinds of stuff. And also, he's a gardener. He's a gardener. And he has some really awesome videos out there as well. So check him out. I see it changed from the dinosaur for the member. Yes, actually, that wasn't me. Melon has went to Streamlabs, and Streamlabs changed that. I missed the zombie. That's what I missed. I used to have a zombie that used to come out. I thought that was cool. But they have changed it then from a zombie to a dinosaur, and now it's something weird. I don't know. Thanks, babies. We homeschool 4 kiddos and have a big victory garden, and it is my current obsession. I need to know about soil pH. We are in Texas, and I watch all the garden channels. Well, thank you so much for watching. Soil pH is hard. It's really hard. It's hard to get a good balance. Just don't overthink it. I was just married to a narcissist who isolated me from all of my family and friends. That sucks. And I understand narcissists really well. So I completely understand. Gary Polarchik from The Rusted Gardener is my 7 p.m. guest this week. Woo! The Rusted Garden. He'll be on at 7 on Sunday. So check that out on Garden State Gardener. Whatever Streamlabs is using looks like a Switch logo from Wish. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm so glad you watch all the garden channels. That's really cool. Okay, so you live in Texas. What are you having with your soil that's such an issue? I'm just curious. How do you gift memberships? Okay, so if you go to the bottom where you type in for the chat and you're on your PC, you hit the little plus sign. Oh, no, close. You hit the $sign. Sorry. Once you hit that, there's super sticker, super chat, membership, and membership gifting. And you can choose any one of those if you wish to do so. And that's how you select. It's okay. He's gone now, and I learned some empathy. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Rosework. That sucks. I completely understand, though. It seems as I get older, I realize what narcissists really are. I think when I was younger, I just kind of took that as people have issues and didn't realize how dangerous it actually is. Narcissists are very dangerous. And they want to destroy your life. Your local extension service should help you with the soil pH. Yes, if you have a local extension office for your county, they should be able to help you with that. You can go to Walmart and buy a soil kit as well. I did that a few years back because I got some really horrible soil. I do raised garden beds, and we had some soil shipped in, and we used that. We didn't have a choice, and the soil literally had no organic matter in it. There was no nitrogen at all. I bought a soil kit from Walmart, and I did all the tests and everything, and I figured out exactly what I needed. I added rabbit poop, If you can, add rabbit poop whenever you can. It's the best for your garden, and it's cold pressed, so you don't have to worry about it waiting around for, over a year. You can add that directly on your soil. Now everything is yellow, crunchy edges. And we also have raised beds. Oh, wait, hold on. We got Pro Mix from a local soil place, and we got topsoil, mushroom compost and decided to change it up. Apparently, it didn't need to feed the newly planted seedlings, and now they are very yellow. Now everything is yellow and crunchy edges. So basically, you're burning your plants. Yeah. Also, the Pro Mix has chicken poo, so maybe I burned it. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You probably need to let that sit before you plant in it, and you probably wouldn't have known that until you put your plants in it. Because most people don't do soil tests. Most people don't really get into it. They just throw some plants in there, and they don't think about it. And then, before you know it, you're burning the crap out of your plants. Sounds like you have too much nitrogen in it, and you're getting a nutrition lockout. Yes, happy gardener. That's it. And you just have to wait it out. And I'm so sorry. My suggestion, though, if you have too much nitrogen and it's not too late, plant corn or sunflowers in there, and it'll correct the soil. So try that. If you are still having issues, go ahead and plant some sunflowers in there. They really love that nitrogen. And corn requires so much nitrogen. So you may not be out. Plant some corn in those beds. Okay. I just started a buttload of new seeds to replace them all. Thank you for your input. And I have corn. Yes, plant. If you think that you're burning the shit out of your plants, plant corn and sunflowers in those beds, and leave. You can leave the roots in there, or leave the roots in from your sunflowers. They will correct that soil for you. And peas are another one that are nitrogen fixers. What do they call them? Legumes or something. If you get any kind of legume, they're nitrogen fixers. So you can plant peas in those beds, and they'll fix your soil. But that's what I had to do. Legumes. Thank you. See, I can't pronounce shit. Thanks, Tiggs. But yeah, so another thing that was really helped us is we knew that one bed that we had a lot of nitrogen in it because we put a lot of organic matter in there. So we put grass in there, and then we put compost accelerator. We're trying to nitrogen, like just throwing leaves and all, because it didn't have anything in it. So the next year we let it sit. The next year we planted corn and sunflowers in there, and we let it chill. And then at that point, then this year, it took us 3 years. This year, that bed has the best soil in it that I've ever seen. So that's something to think about. Look up plants that need that nitrogen, and they'll suck it up. I think it's too hot right now for peas in Texas, but great to know. There might be another legume out there that would help you. So look into it. I can't think of any right now at the top of my head. But you can do corn and you can do sunflowers in that bed, and that should not be a problem for you. Yes, Carrie, welcome. Welcome to the community, Carrie. Thank you for coming in. If you already have plants, boom. Adventures with Outdoor Eagle has been a member for 2 whole months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm sorry. The Happy Gardener said, if you already have plants in it, you may be able to just water hard and flush it. Yeah, you could probably do that. You could probably do that. If your plants are already burned up and looking crispy. If that's the case, then I would go heavy on the nitrogen suckers. Ooh, Diggs, he's been a member for 19 months. Not sure what I did, but I did something on my phone. Yeah, if you're a member of somebody's channel, it'll show if you like you can post that like once a month or something when you go into people's chats. So, um super cool. Super cool. I like that. And it'll show everybody how long you've been a member. Oh, Susan is watching. Thank you. She's been a member for 8 whole months. Thank you. Boom. And here they come. So cool. Thank you guys. Boom. And I don't know what that bouncy thing is. It does. It looks like, I don't know, but I don't like it. Yeah, that little bouncy thing, I think it has a hat. I don't really know. And it sparkles. So it's a far cry from a zombie, though. I really miss the zombie. Boom. That's right. Boom. It's so funny. When I say things like that, like boom and stuff like that, that's from like back in the day when we used to play Pictionary on here. And I used to get so into it that if I won, I'd be like, boom, in your face. Yeah. We used to have so much fun. And here they come. Yeah. Thank you for being a member, Susan. I appreciate you. Thank you, Diggs. You've been lurking for a while. Thank you, Outdoor Eagle, for coming in. I appreciate you. Cool. But yeah, so I'm making this extra long today because I won't be on for a while. So I may do like, sorry. I may do like little clips here and there because it just depends on if I'm near Wi-Fi or something. And if I'm not near the internet, then I can't, it'll take 100 years to upload on my phone. So, but yeah, so I might, and I'll take pictures and stuff so you guys can see. We're going to see a play. And then I'm visiting a farm that milks cows. So I will probably take lots of pictures for you all. You should be able to customize it to a bouncy poop. I don't know how to do that, but that would be awesome. I should have fun in Lancaster. Yes, I hope I do. Ooh, I got a voicemail and everything. Hello, Ark Wildman Survival. Thank you for coming in. I don't know who left a message on my voicemail. Oh, it's about my vacation. They were like, this is the AAA manager calling just to remind you you're going on vacation tomorrow. Ark Wildman Survival. Yeah. Thanks for coming up or in. Thanks for coming in. I might try going live tonight sometime. Cool. So guys, look out for Diggs. He's going to go live tonight sometime. It is Thursday. It's Turdsday. Man, I'm thirsty, but I drank all my Diet Coke. Oh, Lordy. I'm just really excited to go on this trip tomorrow. I'm going to dye my hair this evening, so I look all fresh for my trip tomorrow. I even got my feet done. I got my feet done a couple days ago. So it was my birthday present from my husband. So that was fun. I haven't had a pedicure in over a year. Yeah. Just the same color, just dark brown. Not anything crazy. Now, if I was younger, my hair would have been green or something like that. But I'm a mom now and I have to go to school functions. So I'm not dyeing my hair green or anything like that. It's just, I want to be normal. No, not purple. um, yeah, that was sweet of him. I was excited. Oh, dude, I felt bad. The whole while the woman's doing my feet, I'm like, I'm so sorry that you have to do my feet. I'm a gardener, and so yeah, I'm not that I neglect my feet, but at the same time, I'm just like, oh my god, I was kind of embarrassed. Um, yeah, no, it's not. I used to dye my hair and bleach it, and then I would put in green. Like I would dye my hair black, and then I would bleach it, just certain sections, and then I would like those sections would be like either purple or green. Yeah. You're gonna dye yours purple? You have at it, girl. I just don't I just don't want to draw attention to myself. Um I don't know. I'm kind of backward. At what yeah, I was so excited to get my feet done. It was so nice. Before I became a mother, I used to do that all the time and like go get my nails done and go get my feet done and all of that. But um yeah. It'll be great. It will look great. So, oh man. So, my green. Oh yeah, green eyes. Yeah, yeah. That's really cool. That'll look good. Sweet. Anything else going on? Anybody have any garden questions? When I had school age kids, I wouldn't have either. Yeah, I don't want to go to a meeting or something and have green hair or something. I don't know. I'm sub to a really cool nomadic family who the mom has pink mohawk. Cool, cool. That's just not for me. Um, yeah. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's just not me. Just not who I am. But if somebody else wants to do that and that's who they are, you have at it. It's not me. Um, I am friends with Shelby Sheen. Shav? Shelby Shav. Sorry, I said it wrong. And she has dreadlocks and bright red hair. And yeah. And she's quite eccentric. And she's a homesteader as well. But she has thousands of followers. I'll probably have to get her on my show. She has about 3,000 followers on Facebook alone. I have to bring her up here sometime. It's been a long time since I've had her on. But yeah, she has dreadlocks and stuff. I bet the pink mohawk is awesome. Yeah, probably is. And I thought I was bucking convention with the hair down to my years ago. Yeah, at one point I had my head shaved. I was different. I don't do that anymore. Has anyone tried the vinegar or baking soda method to test soil? No, I have not. Mm-mm. No, and I don't know how well that would work either. Um, I don't know. I would definitely buy a soil kit. And I would buy one from Walmart or somewhere cheap or even off of Amazon and then do the test yourself. And then that way, you can take a picture of it. You can then, at that point, if you want to, then you can go to your extension office. You can tell them what, or you can research it yourself and figure out what you need to put in there. if you need calcium, if you need, whatever. That's what I would do. Um, yeah, I had an undercut too. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. My mom hated it. My mom hated my hair. It just tests pH. Interesting. I'm not sure. I think this computer's being difficult. There we go. Go to channel. Ooh. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was subscribed to you, Rosework. Cool. Wow, we've had like between 14 and 20 people in here the entire time. Thank you. Thank you much. My hair is still green. I switch between green and purple. It's easy to color now. It's gray. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. Yeah, I got some gray hairs. I thought about just going completely gray. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I think it'd be cool though. I really have to watch because my hair is really light. And so typically, I mean, I dye my hair dark brown anyway, but my hair is really light and like you can't see my eyebrows or anything like that. So, yeah. Hey, Howie. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate ya. Thank you so much. Yeah. Maybe I'll try the O test and film it. Yeah. pH. I know what you meant. Oh, well, thank you for coming in. I had Tammy up here. She had to go. But yeah, thank you for coming in. I'm just rambling and talking to people in this chat because I won't be on this weekend. So I just thought it'd be important to, talk to people. My eyebrows are the same, white as my skin. Yeah, it's frustrating. Before I draw mine on, and I do draw them on. Yeah, today I was like, oh wow, like this, I totally look like I have 0 eyebrows. Like it's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what all my trip entails because my mom set it up. So I'll take lots of pictures for you guys so you can see. And I know I'm going to a farm, so I'm kind of excited about that. So how it really okay. It really annoys me when people like I go to people's chats and first impressions are major to me. So if I go to somebody's chat and they don't say hi to me or acknowledge my presence, I don't go back. I don't. So yeah. I will always say hi to people new. If they're new, I'll be like, hey, I've never seen you in here before. Thanks for coming in. Or, I will always acknowledge people. It's rude not to. There is an etiquette for talking to people, and that is acknowledging their presence. I haven't learned how to draw mine in a way that looks convincing. Makeup has never been my thing. Oh, makeup has always been my thing ever since I was young. I was always taught to always wear makeup. So I grew up differently. My mom is a beautician, and so I was just always taught that you have to wear makeup, so I do. And if I don't wear makeup, my mom will ask me, "Why aren't you wearing makeup?" Yeah, so I get that a lot now, Courtney. Can't help but wonder why. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost anything to be a nice person, you know? Just be a nice person. Um, you have a YouTube platform, and if you are doing a live, there's people. So therefore, you might want to talk to them. That is just something that happens. I don't know. It's a wild guess, but yeah. Yeah. I was raised by a woman who never wore any makeup. Yeah, my mom's a beautician. Like every day, it was hot rollers and hairspray and makeup. I had my first perm when I was like 8 years old. Where I'm sitting here used to be the beauty shop. My grandmother and my mom had a beauty shop. So where I'm sitting here used to be the beauty shop. And so I grew up in that environment. And so, yeah, that's just how I was raised. Some people think it's pretentious or something. Nah, it's just who I am. Or they think, oh God, she wears makeup. I've had people say it. Oh, why are you wearing makeup? Because I want to. Because I look weird without it. But like if I'm doing something, I'm not like snobby. I don't like if I'm in the garden, you probably won't see me with makeup on. Or if I'm camping or fishing, do you think the fish care if I'm wearing mascara? No. So you probably won't see me with makeup on if I'm doing outdoor activities because it's not that important. I don't think, the squirrels care if I, have my eyebrows on. I've been listening the whole time on my cell while walking my dog, cats, feeding them, making and working on my computer, checking mail and such. Oh, hey, thank you, Roberta. You're so sweet. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm glad you've been listening this entire time because I've had some really whacked out conversation. I hope I've kept you entertained. um, oh well, it's good. It's good to see everybody in here. That's great. That's absolutely great. Um, yeah, it's been great. My garden this year is the bomb. I'm so excited. Dude, my Karabi, oh, it's about as big as a baseball. Almost. I can't wait. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it's not. I don't think it's going to get any bigger, really. But it looks freaking delicious. I can't wait to eat it. Oh, well, good, Rosework. I'm glad you like my rants and raves. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in, really. I appreciate everybody. And so cool. I like to talk to people from all over the world. And I usually have people from all over the world in my chats. So, Tammy, that's something you still might be able to do in Lancaster. I did that when oh, cool. Entertained for sure. I heard you talking about voles and moles. I have a video on my channel of one of my granddaughters from years ago. I found one in our yard and it was a great teaching moment. Cool. Cool. Yeah, because we were talking about how people shouldn't kill snakes and stuff, how they're really good to have in your garden, how I have yet to have a snake in my garden. If I were to catch a gardener snake, I would totally put them in there. Be like, here, live in my garden, please. I have a vole or something like that living where my zucchini is. I don't know if it's a pack rat or if it's a vole or a mole or something. I haven't seen it. I know I had a pack rat in there. My husband caught it. But there is more activity. So it could be pack rat. I don't know. Either way, they make giant holes in my one bed and I can't stand it. Lately here, I've just been filling them with water. Like, you're going to make holes in my garden beds? I'm filling this sucker up with water. Good luck. I catch those garden snakes all the time. Our other property, we had moles and voles and mounds throughout the whole property. Oh, that sucks. Courtney, can you fix outdoor adventures? I didn't mean to time them out. It was an accident. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Oh, I hope you didn't. Okay. I don't think I can fix it. Hold on. Maybe I can. Sorry, Outdoor Eagle. He said maybe they will let you milk a cow by hand. That would be cool. I'd be totally into that. I can't fix that comment once it's deleted, but sorry about that, Outdoor Eagle. Your comment was fine, and Rebel just got handsy with the cell phone. But yeah, you're not in trouble or anything. Sorry. Yeah, I would love to milk a cow by hand. I'm not scared of cows. I did find a brown snake in my silverware drawer. Interesting. I just closed the drawer, told it to have fun catching mice, and went my way. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I was on a delivery. I do DoorDash sometimes on the weekends with my husband for extra money. And we did it all through Christmas, which was really awesome. If you can do DoorDash, do it. It's great. It's great extra money. And it really helped us out for Christmas. We did DoorDash like a couple months before Christmas, and I basically paid for all of my Christmas presents that way. It was awesome. But I was doing DoorDash, and I live really close to a college campus, and there is this hotel motel. It's like 5 stories high, and it's kind of creepy because it's been there for like years and it's a little bit run down. And I had to do a delivery there, so I got on the creepy elevator. Oh my god, you could just tell that elevator just needed work. So I get on the elevator, I go to the top floor, I deliver the stuff. And my husband went with me because it's that creepy. Like, he's like, I'm going with you on this delivery. I'm like, okay. So I drop all this stuff off at the door and I come back down on the elevator. And when I'm walking out the door, there is a pet snake on the ground. Literally a pet snake. Don't know what kind of snake it was, but it was somebody's pet for sure. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was like, somebody lost their pet snake. I didn't even know what to do. I wasn't going to pick it up. To do DoorDash, you have to pay a separate auto insurance because you are using your car for business. No, you don't. And it's, you don't have to do that. And you, let's see, what was I going to say? You don't have to pay a separate auto insurance, and you're considered an independent contractor. So your taxes are different, but it's not bad. And you get paid once a week. You can get paid hourly. There's 2 different methods of payment for DoorDash. One of them is hourly, and the other one is by their tip system. And you definitely want the tip because they could send you on, you can reject customers if you want to. Like, if that's not, like, say for instance, it's only paying $4 and it's 10 miles away, that's not even $1 a mile, so it's not going to be worth your time. So you can reject those and be like, no, I'm not taking that. It's only worth it if you can get $1 per mile. So if you, for instance, your order is $10 and it's 5 miles away, then that is worth it for you. And you get paid once a week. And it's actually a really good gig if you can do it. You know, you just have to be on top of things and you have to know where you're going. That's the part, their navigation system works with Google. So it tells you where to go. But the mapping system on their actual DoorDash app is kind of hard to navigate. And you only have so many seconds. I think you have like 30 seconds to accept a customer. So you have to really figure it out real quick. Okay, this is going here, this is going there. Is that worth my time for $10? If it's not worth your time, you really have 30 seconds to figure it out. So that's the part that's kind of hard. But once you get past that, it's really awesome. And it's really worth it if you have two people doing it, one person driving and one person doing the delivering, because then you're not paying all that attention to trying to navigate. Oh, okay. Thank you, Howie, for coming in. I was thinking about doing DoorDash here, opted out because there are way too many whack jobs around here. You don't even talk to anybody. So it's not. The only time you ever talk to anybody is if you're doing an alcohol order. And I rarely ever do those because they're not worth the money. That's the only time that you ever really talk to anybody. So if you're doing an alcohol order, you go and you pick up the alcohol and then you can drop it off to them, but you have to scan their driver's license and you have to put that in the system before you hand it off to them. So that's the only time you actually ever talk to somebody. And there's only been a couple times where I actually felt kind of off doing that. But it's not bad. And usually they tip you well because they really want their alcohol. So it's not bad. And like I said, you rarely talk to people. The only thing, you just have to learn how to navigate it. There's a couple times, like especially in the areas that I was going to, the fast food areas, like Taco Bell at 1 a.m. is so not worth your time. Because usually the line is out the door and they're not open on the inside. So you have to go through the drive-through and sometimes you're waiting a half hour or more in line waiting for your DoorDash order. And that is not worth your time. So there are certain things you have to learn to navigate, like the McDonald's and the Taco Bells and stuff like that late at night are so not worth your time. You would think that they would be, but if the Taco Bell or McDonald's was operating correctly and moving things along and not operating at snail speed, then yeah, it'd be worth your time. But if they're not doing that and you never know if or when they're going to do that, then it's so not worth your time. Rebel, perhaps something from the garden or something handcrafted would suffice. Yeah. But yeah, DoorDash is worth it. It gives you a little bit of extra money. Now, if you do it every single day, it might be really worth your money. You might actually get a paycheck. You just don't get benefits or anything like that, but it's a good side gig, to do. So if you really needed like some extra money to pay for something, or if, say, for instance, you just wanted extra money to save or put aside because you want to go on a vacation, you can do that. And my brother and his wife do that. By the way, my brother makes really good money. He's a nurse. And him and his wife, they make really good money, but they do DoorDash on the side. And whenever they're in an area, they'll turn on DoorDash. They'll take a couple orders somewhere, make like $50 or $60, and then turn it off. And then that $50 or $60 goes in a pot, and they'll go to the Caribbean next year. Like that's how they do it. That's how they operate. So it's really good to make some like extra money. And I made some really good money over for Christmas break for Christmas. And used that money to pay for all my Christmas presents, which was awesome. I worked my ass off. Now I got in and out of the car and I would purposely run because, I'd like to get in that exercise. So I would like run up and down the steps or, not take the elevator and, do stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. You can also rate your restaurants too. So if, say for instance, your restaurant is like horrible, they're not helping you, they didn't put the labels on correctly, they were a turd, you can rate them all on the app, and then that feedback goes directly to their store. Hello, Roy and Becky's Travels. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. I was just talking about DoorDash. If you wanted to make an extra buck, it's perfect. I don't know about it being a full-time job. I thought about doing it every day of the week, just by myself. Most of the time when I do it, though, it's at night and my husband comes and with me and he's always packing. So, I have that too. But yeah, so I've never felt like it was a dangerous situation or anything like that. They do have like a 911 option for DoorDash. You can hit that button if you're in the middle of, doing it and you can't call out or something. They have that 911 option and you can use that. But that's, I've never been in that situation, never had to be in that situation. And you just have to be smart about it too. So. All right, guys, it is almost noon. I wasn't expecting to be on this long. I've been on for almost 3 hours. I want to thank you guys for everything that you're doing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being members. Thank you for watching my videos. Like I said, I'm curious now how many views. 804 views now on my video. So it keeps going up and up and up. And I just put it out 2 days ago. So that is tremendous for me. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. When you're watching people's videos, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That really helps. And this is what really gets me. People think that they're going to get you. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm giving you that thumbs down. That thumbs down doesn't affect me at all. And actually what it does for the algorithm is it gives me an interaction. If you're interacting with me and you're giving me any kind of thumbs, or if you are just commenting, it's giving me interaction. And what it's going to do is boost me up in the algorithm. So the more people commenting, the more people giving me that thumbs up or thumbs down is boosting me in the algorithm. So you're actually helping me. So thank you so much. Whether you give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up, you're helping me. Thank you. And so yeah, 804 views in 2 days. That is kick-ass. My videos have been doing really, really well for the past 2 months. My lives, I'm not too worried about my lives, though. But my videos have been kicking ass. And I think I really found what I was looking for. I have another video that has 409 views. So things are really, really going well. To get on long enough to give you a thumbs down is still a view. That's right. That's right, MFers. Yeah, if you give me a thumbs down, it's still helping me. Still helping me. And it also tells me that you're very salty and I can't help you. Bye, God, and stay Godna. Thank you guys. I'm super grateful. Oh no, what happened, Lori? I'm sorry. I didn't even see. It went by so fast. Yes, prayers for your mom. I'm so sorry, Lori. Actually, the thumbs down counts the same as a thumbs up. And a viewer is a viewer. And to be subscribed to know when to thumbs down counts for you too. That's right. So if you're thumbs downing me and you're still subscribed to my channel, thank you. I mean, why don't you just become a member? Help me out. She had knee replacement surgery on Monday and dislocated her knee this morning. Oh, God. I can't imagine. That must hurt. Yikes. Well, prayers for her. I'm hoping that it gets figured out because that sounds like it really hurts. Thumbs down doesn't do anything, Eagle. It used to in YouTube land, but something happened and they actually even took the feature down so you can't see it. The only time I really can see the thumbs down is in TubeBuddy. So I can't really even see them. So if I check TubeBuddy to see my progress and, and stuff like that, then I can see the thumbs down. But it really isn't even a thing. So just somebody being salty. Oh, just waiting for the word. Okay. Well, good luck with that because that sounds like it really freaking hurts. All right. Oh, my mom is calling me and that's the cue to get out of here. So thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.